Hi everyone, okay, this is take 2 and hopefully, fingers crossed, this phone doesn't cut out on me. I am going to do a pretty much full face of e.l.f. makeup, which we tried to film, or we did film last night, but then this phone was like, I don't have any storage, but I won't tell Julie and she'll be chatting away and she'll no notice. So, that's what we're going to do. Now, my face is a little bit warm, but I've got mostly a full face. I think the only thing I don't have is lips, and I don't have a concealer. Well, I do have a concealer, but it's very much the wrong shade, so we won't be using it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I was going to use the gripping primer, right? I don't know whether I still should or not, or I've got the Poreless Putty one, because the only foundation I've got to use is this. This is the Camo Powder Foundation in Light 205 Neutral. And what I initially did was I used this together. She throws it. And yeah, it didn't go well. So I don't know. I think I'm going to try this one. Right, so let's get this on. My hands are clean and tidy. So we're just going to pop it here. Oh. Did anyone else get that? Would they just get flushed? Like at the one point of their face. This is the really little tiny pot, so it's so difficult to get it out. You need like tiny, tiny fingers. It's only Monday. Monday the 3rd of July. I don't feel stressed. I got some good news for once, but okay, so as I say, most people use this as a powder rather than a foundation, but it's a foundation and that's what I'm going to use it for. But before I jump into that, actually, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Colour Correcting Eye Brightener, and this is in the shade Fair. And last time I used it, I took this little brush. This is the Putty Primer Applicator brush, and I scooped a little bit and put it straight onto my face, and it was too much, so I'm just going to use my finger just to place it on. Also, my eyes are a little bit sensitive. The reason I want to put the colour corrector on first before I put on the what do we call it, foundation, is because I want to try it a different way round. Now I know this is an eye brightener, but I kind of want to put a wee bit on here just to see if it'll take that redness down a bit. Probably won't, because it's to brighten your eyes, Julie. I think that's worked so much better. I don't know why I'm not using my mirror. I'm all giddy, but at the same time, my fibro brain is battering me at the same time. So let me just grab this, because it's got a wee mirror in there. Oh yes, that's so much better to do that before. Okay, so this is the shade. It's too light for me, but you can bronze up. It comes with a puff. So what I did yesterday is I did half my face with the puff, and then I did half my face with the brush. So I'll do that first, and then I end up just going back in with this. But instead I'm going to do this side first with the puff. So as you can see, now can you see that already? See how it's dry and it's sticking? Now I thought the reason it was doing that was because of the gripping primer and it was just clinging to the patches, but this just shows me that that's not the case with it, right? We'll still carry on because this is the only e.l.f. foundation that I have, so it would be cheating to do, you know, a full face of e.l.f. and not use it. But I can tell you straight off the bat that I am definitely not a fan of this at all. And I look like Casper the Ghost. I've nothing on this side. I'm just going to continue with the puff and just get a really basic layer of this on, because I really don't like it, and then hopefully we can make it much better with the rest of the products. So that is a no for me. So we will move on from that. I'm just going to take the brush though and just, I don't know, she says rectify it. Okay, now the next thing I got was some of the stuff I already had. Now, as I say, I don't have a concealer, so I'm just going to quickly pop on a little bit of another concealer. And just blend it in. I'll just use my fingers. I couldn't believe it last night, honestly. I mean, obviously, initially, till you see the video, you are sitting talking to yourself. But when I looked and then it was like, your storage is full, I was like, are you joking? And the funny thing was as well, I was nearing the end of the video. And I was just like, great. Right, let's make sure that there ain't no creases. Now, I forgot this last night, but I did buy one of the little puffs. It's a velour type. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take the e.l.f. Under Eye Loose Powder to set under my eyes. Now, I've had this loose powder a few times and it's really good. But of course, last night I forgot to use this. The universe was basically telling me last night, Julie, that you shouldn't have bothered. And I'm just rolling that under the eyes. I'm so giddy that my best friend, who I've not seen in the flesh since 2019, I'm going to see her in December for my 40th birthday. And I could not be more happy about it. Getting to spend my 40th birthday with two of the most important people in my life, my best friend and my partner, is just amazing. I mean, you don't have much to look forward to in your life, then I'm just so happy. I'm not sure what I feel about this. I think I prefer my Trigwell one, and even my little cheap ones from Shea Glam. But anyway, so that's the powder set. I still look deathly pale, so let's get a bit of colour on. I picked up the contour wand. I really like this. This is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the shade Fair Light. It blends like a dream. So you just squeeze a wee bit of it up. And I am going to, I love the shade of it as well. I'm just going to use this little brush here. And I'm just going to, look at that. I mean, it just blends like a dream into the skin. e.l.f. brushes in general are brilliant, but I wanted to get the putty ones just to try as well. I don't know if contour necessarily works for me and makes me, you know, look slimmer and all that stuff, but this is so good, this brush. If you haven't tried any of the e.l.f. brushes, you totally should. See this, look at this foundation. Oh, I hate it. I actually hate it. It's really bad. Really bad. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people actually got this foundation but use it as like a setting powder or just a bit of extra coverage. I don't even think I'd use it for that, so I'm just checking that it's still recording as well. I generally do, once I've uploaded the video, delete it. I don't like keep them or that, because obviously it takes up a lot of storage on the phone. But look at that. Amazing. as I say. I don't know if it makes my face look any thinner, but that's it on. Then I have the Putty bronzer brush, and we are going to take the Putty bronzer in Tan Lines. Love this stuff. And again, we're just going to stipple that on and blend it in. I can't wait to try these brushes with my other cream products as well. Oh, my elbows are battering. It's even got to the stage now that the painkillers that I do get are not strong enough to help with any of the pain. So back to that doctor. I ain't leaving until I get the help that I need, because it is ridiculous. It's so much better, so much better. Can you believe that the kids are on summer holidays? It's gone so quickly this year. Okay, next up, we are going to do our brows. Brows are a riot. I keep saying it all the time. I pluck them too much. I need to just leave them and then go to someone and get them to do it for me. But I haven't, so for the sake of this video, I'll just throw a wee bit of this through it, quite literally. I hate eyebrows. I hate doing eyebrows. I hate watching people do their eyebrows. It's the most boring part of makeup. This setting spray is the Balm.com. I can see why it's always sold out. That's why I picked up 2 of them. It is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. And it reminds, I don't know if it's got green tea or anything in it, but it reminds me of like a green tea smelling thingy, and Elizabeth Arden green tea perfume reminds me of that. I'm going to use the Luminous Putty blushers. This is in the shade Maui, and I also have the Putty blusher brush. This is my favourite shade. It's like really light and stuff, and I'm also going to use this just a wee bit on my lips since I don't have a lip product. Ooh, I'm boiling. Absolutely boiling. It's just a nice little sheen to it. It's pretty. See if it'll cover up that mess of a... And then for highlight, I'm going to use this one from the Blush and Bronzer set in Cantaloupe. This brush is amazing. It's a Essence cheek brush, and I just love the shape of it and how it just hugs where it needs to. Okay, now we've done the base so far, I'm going to take the Amazing Mist. It's the finest mist ever, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed. And I'm going to actually just take the wee puff, and I'm just going to press some of that setting spray in. Okay. Now we're going to move on to eyes, and I'm going to use this in Rose Water because this is I've just stuck my finger in it, my favourite one of it. And I'm actually just going to take one of the shimmers today and put it all over my lid because that's just what I feel like doing instead of, I don't feel like doing a full on sort of look today as such, you know, like with any kind of structure or that to it, because I really hate that foundation, that it might end up becoming straight back off again, because it's just, I've also seen people, I have always, and even when I was at makeup college, put my mattes on first and then shimmers, but I've seen a few people put their shimmer on and then add a matte through the crease and stuff, so maybe we'll try it that way, I don't know. Such a nice wee colour. I might even take a wee bit of the darker one. Oh my god, the heat. It's not even that warm today. I think it's like, well, it said 14 degrees on my phone, but I think just with my health and that, I get so warm. And I'm going to take a little bit of the matte shade and I'll just see about just running it just through my crease a wee bit. But yeah, out of all of the bite-sized palettes, I actually thought the green one, the hot jalapenos, would be my favourite, but this one is my favourite. I'll take a wee bit of that just under the eye. Nothing too spectacular. Okay, and then to finish off, well, I'll put a wee bit of this blusher on my lips because I don't have something from ELF for my lips. So for the sake of it, I'll add a wee bit of that. But it's a bit drying, so I'm also going to put a tiny wee bit of, oh, hold on, of Fenty Gloss on top of it. And then mascara, and we're done. So this is the Lash Beats Define and Lengthening Mascara. This was actually really, really good as well. It's a plastic wand. I always start with my bottom lashes. Look at that already, the difference. Honestly, this foundation's so bad. So bad. And that is the look complete. Yay! And the camera didn't cut off. But I don't know if you can see the break up there. Look. It's just not. So this is my full face of mostly ELF though. And let me just grab this. This is a no from me. Absolutely not. I would personally say the best thing for me is this spray. I absolutely love it. I really, really rate the brushes as well. They're great. So if you haven't got these, get them. I love the contour wand and I love the putty stuff as well. But without a doubt, 100% hands down, definitely the spray. If you haven't tried it, run and get it. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and let me know in the comments what you think. And have you tried this? Have you tried the Camo Powder Foundation? Have you tried it like I did as a foundation, or have you tried it as just a little bit of a powder? What's your thoughts on it? I also have quite dry skin, and no, it's weird because it's not really done it on this side. It was the same last night, but it's a no from me. And I'll see you soon. Bye.